That's what y'all future reference working on. That's what y'all future reference working on. Paparazzi.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeez. Tell me how you really feel. Tell me how you really feel. Would ask you what's the deal. She don't even got a deal. Most niggas with a deal. Couldn't make the greatest hits. Y'all a whole lot of things. But you still ain't this. I don't know no one. Tell me what to do. Heard you never claimed the hood. Heard the hood claimed you. They can't sit well. Oh well, shit still. Still mine. Cosign, cosign. Pull up and got so big that they try to hit me with both vines. Hype Williams, Big Pimpin', yeah, just like the old times. Same niggas from the old days. A lot of sides on the same side. OVO, we a gold mine. But I'm gon' go no time. Doing flat only. Boys back off me. Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame. Like I'm shirt off, like I'm shirt off, like I'm shirt off shorty. Whole city going crazy. Whole city going crazy. Top five, no baby. Top five, top five, top five. And the whole city raped me. And I'm back inside the matrix. And I said that we would make it. Ain't squad with some trainers. Knew my niggas from the basement. They don't metal on the way shit. We done really put some J's in. I'm like, why you excited? You know what I'm saying? What happened? Did he win the Grammy? Yeah, damn, he acting like a trophy. This nigga turned the fuck up. They gonna think I won a Grammy. They gonna think I won a Grammy. Swerving that better. Hanging out, they can stand me. They gonna think I want a Grammy. 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 Showing out, they can't stand me. Showing out, they can't stand me. Swerving off, they can't stand me. I'm off, can't stand me. They gonna think I want a Grammy. 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 I peel off like a bandit. I'm a nod, the Xanax.
Right, Dad. We'll give them a few more minutes so we can see everybody coming in.
I don't want to I don't want to fix the next thing. They didn't get on my guest list. They want me to go to the Met Gala. I want to purchase it in the gala. The edit is I think it don't matter. It's too much stuff. It's too much stuff. Take the big plan. Too much stuff.
Hey, Ebony.
Too much stuff. They let me know before I was famous. I had too much stuff. All of my now. Too much stuff. 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 Got Jonathan all of my face.
Every Tuesday, y'all. Every Tuesday. Wealth+wellness.org. Every Tuesday, I'm on Zoom. Every Tuesday. Y'all got to get on the Zoom.
With the haters, cause I'm black. Yeah. Yeah, it's too much sauce. Yeah. You can be the one when I'm rocking off white. Yeah. She might have me on
So we got 2 more minutes.
Smoke that gas, I mean, hot like a guy. Too much sauce. Yeah. But they like the side. What like fuck? Hey. That was too much day. He said, what's my sauce? Hey.
Y'all go ahead and send me the gifts. Send me the gifts. Go ahead and send them to me. I'm on fire tonight. Got too much sauce tonight to give.
They let me know who I think. I had too much sauce. 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 It's too much sauce. Goddamn, it's on all of your face. It's too much sauce. Too much sauce. Yeah. But they look like the same. What like fuck? Hey. Young man. Tell myself right from the boss. Like, yeah. Y'all been no matter the boss now. Yeah. I'm running my best. Yeah. Think me up to a work done I say twins. Yeah. What? Niggas act like they been faking it. Don't move us. No. Dominate by like a dominate straight from the juice. It's drug up, it's not like.
Go ahead and share the live. Go ahead and share the live. I'm about to get started.
I had too much something. I don't know how you do it all now. Too much something. Too much something. Too much something. Too much something.
Welcome to Wealth and Wellness Tuesdays, y'all. I hope everyone had a great day, an absolutely amazing day. So tonight is about learning how to build your legacy as an entrepreneur, okay? We're going to talk about scaling, empowering, impacting, and building wealth with me, Maisha Epting. Okay, so again, I'm Maisha Epting. I'm also a certified life purpose coach. I'm a certified therapeutic recreation specialist. I'm a master level graduate. I'm an accredited investor. I'm a visionary, entrepreneur, systems architect, and an industry disruptor in the tax industry, right? I love mentorship and I love creating business strategy. But more than titles, I am here because I believe this. You're not just building income, you're building infrastructure. You are building options for your lineage. We're going to go over some entrepreneur and wealth statistics. So I'm going to set the stage with some quick facts, all right? 67% of Americans don't have an estate plan. Though that means that most families are one accident away from total chaos, okay? 80% of Black-owned businesses fail in the first 18 months. And it's not because ideas are so bad. It's because there's no structure, all right? And when the structure is missing, right, you know that it was going to come tumbling down, okay? 90% of generational wealth is lost by the third generation. So you just imagine, you're putting all this work in as a first gen millionaire or even a first gen six-figure earner, right? A first gen wealth seeker in your family, all right? And by the third generation, it's totally wiped out, okay? So just imagine working hard your whole life only for your grandchildren to have absolutely nothing. And so this is exactly why tonight matters, because we are here to break that cycle. And we are here to shift you from survival to strategy, okay? Let's talk about how wealth is truly defined. And when I say wealth, I don't just mean money. Wealth is infrastructure. Wealth is IP. Wealth is also influence, okay? You know, not always who you know, but who knows you, who you got in your network, right? Who you got in your Rolodex, right? Who can you call and they show up for you, okay? So it looks like businesses that generate revenue without you, offers that bring in income while you sleep, data and systems that create equity, and partnerships that can help multiply your reach, okay? Money fades, systems scale. And that's the big difference between being rich and being wealthy. Now, let's be honest about where most entrepreneurs struggle. They rely on one income stream. They don't have insurance, legal setup, or the systems in place to sustain growth, right? They avoid hiring or investing out of fear because they don't like change. They scared of the unknown, right? That's where that faith comes in. That's where that confidence come in, right? That's when you got to reach up to somebody who has done exactly what you're trying to do successfully, right? So that they can teach you and guide you as a mentor or coach supposed to do, right? They run their business without proper bookkeeping, bank accounts, or tax planning in mind. Okay, tell people all the time, you know, especially when I run across other high wealth individuals, and I ask them like, "What is your tax plan? What is your tax strategy?" Because I'm always you know, intrigued by people different tax strategies, especially if they really have one. Okay, and I'm always concerned if you have this type of money and you don't know, you don't have a tax plan or a tax strategy that helps you preserve your wealth. All right. So the truth is, most businesses don't fail because of the idea was bad. They fail because the foundation was weak. And tonight we're fixing it. We're going to fix it. The first thing we have to learn how to do is build it. So the key to wealth isn't doing 100 different things. We don't have enough time and energy to do 100 different things, right? It's learning how to multiply one skill into multiple streams of income. I'm going to use myself as an example. I always love speaking and teaching from the book of Mechi, okay? So in my tax business, one skill, taxes, right, turned into tax preparation services, turned into training programs, licensing deals, software partnerships, mentorships, books, conferences, and more. And I'm just here to tell you that one skill, you have that one skill also. So you can do the same thing, okay, with your one skill. The wealthy don't reinvent themselves every year. They reinvent their offers. So we just repackage the same deals. We just put it out there the way that people want to hear it this year, right? The next thing after you build it, you must learn how to protect it. All right. Your legal and insurance strategy should be in place. A business without protection is like a house without doors. One storm, one lawsuit, one accident, and it's completely gone. You need LLCs, you need contracts, you need insurance, you need life insurance coverage, right? You need automated systems that can safeguard your revenue no matter what. The Fortune 500 companies didn't wait until they were big enough to protect themselves. They protected themselves first so that they could get big. And that's how you have to think about this, okay? Generational wealth is not a little thing, it's a big thing. All right. that skill is not a little thing. It's a big thing, okay? That can multiply you in many ways and areas. So protection isn't an expense. It's the foundation of profit, okay? And if you do not invest in the proper systems and education to help you with this protection, right? You're going to lose it. Now, this comes with a mindset shift, okay? Because it don't matter if you learn how to make the money or if you can make the money, right, if you don't have the mindset shift, okay? So you got to know that you don't scale from hustle. You scale from systems. So we've been taught to grind until we're exhausted. But wealth does not come from exhaustion. It comes from execution and elevation. Wealth does not come from exhaustion. It comes from execution and elevation. So in order to get to that level, you have to start thinking legacy and not labor, right? You got to start thinking who and not how, okay? You got to learn how to delegate to elevate. You have to replace transactions with transformation, okay? Transactions create paychecks. Transformations create legacies, all right? Once you get a growth mindset, then you want to learn how to pass it on, okay? So we're going to talk about one of the most important pieces, passing it on. You're going to build your operational manual now and not later. Just earlier today, I had to get together the 2026 employee handbook, right? Spent all day, all morning working on it, on into the afternoon, but it has to be done. You got to think of it. It's a recipe book for your business. So if you're not here, someone else can still run it. Okay. You need to use buy-sell agreements. These are like prenups for your business equity, protecting your family and partners from chaos. I'm real big on if it's not in black and white, it ain't right. Right? If it's not in black and white, it don't exist. Okay. So you have to get in the habit of doing that. All right. You need to make sure you're setting up trust to transfer your wealth without probate. Skip the courts, the delays, and the drama, right? Your trust will clearly state the desires of the trustee, right? Of whatever the trust is holding. It will be the clear guideline, okay? So you don't have to worry about any of that. You want to train your child. You want to train your employee. You want to train your partner to learn how to lead, okay? Not just inherit. Legacy isn't about titles. It's truly about leadership. And true leadership, right? Effective and valuable leadership encompasses so many different winning characteristics and skill sets, okay? So it's ongoing. You're going to constantly be building yourself and the people associated with you as a leader, okay, in order to pass it on. And this is so important because at the end of the day, money fades, but your brand, your systems, and your impact should be transferable because that is what true generational wealth is. Now, we're going to move to how smart entrepreneurs invest with the tax code in mind. And this goes back into I was telling you, hey, if you are earning, upwards of six figures and more, it's time for you to stop thinking about regular tax prep, right? You need a tax strategist. You need tax planners on your team. You need people who are privy to the information, right? Of the tax code that can help you in whatever your niche is, right? So that you can invest with the tax code in mind. So that means self-employed IRAs, right? SEP IRAs, even your solo 401ks, defined benefit plans. These are all retirement strategies that are tax deductible, meaning that they can reduce your taxable income and yield you a high return. Okay. So when I'm talking about this means these retirement vehicles, right? you can deduct these from your taxable income, reduce your tax bill, okay, aka your tax liability. And at the same time, you're paying yourself money, is growing, all right, at a higher yield. What that means, I'm getting a higher return than I can get from my CD accounts or any private investment accounts or even my stock accounts, right? So this is what I'm talking about, all right? It also means investing in education, systems, and intellectual property, things that reduce your taxes while increasing your revenue. Because all of these things may be helpful, necessary, and ordinary for your business to operate. And if that's the case, then that's a tax deduction. That's a reduction in your tax liability, right? So understanding as a business owner that the tax code isn't your enemy, it's actually your playbook. And if you don't learn it, you'll always be funding someone else's future instead of your own. It's important that we build our retirement now and not when we're tired, okay? So we're going to recap really fast. So let's recap the blueprint. We're going to build it. We're going to multiply our one skill into multiple streams of income, all right? We're going to protect it. So we're going to secure our business legally and financially, and we're going to shift it, right? Because we're going to change our mindset from hustle to holdings, and we pass it on by documenting it, training our heirs and partners, and we're going to be able to transfer with power and not liability, all right? We'll be transferring with power and profit, all right? So, one final word of legacy that I'm going to leave here with you tonight, okay? And it's the truth. You need to remember that you are the brand, you are the breakthrough, and you are the blueprint your family has been waiting for, okay? Now, we know we're not going to let this be our last conversation about generational wealth. This is maybe your first commitment to action, but it's definitely not going to be the last conversation that you have and that we have together about generational wealth. All right. So I'm definitely going to see you at the top and beyond. And before you all go, and I know that y'all here on live, y'all can't see my screen, but I'm about to let them know about some upcoming events because here in Complete Nation, we strive like to be the standard when it comes to business, tax, and professional development, right? So when it comes to business and tax education and professional development, we take pride in being a standard and making sure that we are training entrepreneurs and business professionals in all those areas, right? We want y'all to have that trifecta, right? So on Tuesdays, every night on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, you're going to find me here, Macy Epting, okay? The founder. On Wednesdays at lunchtime, we're going to have the Wednesday rundown, all right? This is the midweek mix of money, headlines, and humor. You do not want to miss this. You can check them out. They're going to be on Facebook, and of course, they're going to be on Zoom. But we have Jennifer Harris, the sales director, and also an office owner. We have Drillin Profit, operations director, and also an office owner as well. Okay. But yeah, so they make the Wednesday rundown is so educational, impactful, and it is hilarious. Okay. So y'all don't want to miss that every Wednesday at lunchtime. And then we have our amazing chief revenue and risk officer, Mark Rutledge. And he does Breaking the Walls, Purpose, Mindset, and Profit. And he has an evening call on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And you all can register for that as well. So this is every Thursday, okay? And on Fridays, y'all, we have the Power Lunch and Earn, all right? So it's the Power Lunch, and you can learn and earn with Geraldine Profit and Jennifer Harris. Again, listen, you all don't want to miss this. These are free trainings, okay? Free empowerment calls, right? Free information to give you, right? You going to leave with strategy, right? You're going to leave with improved mindset. You're gonna leave with knowing, how to be more purposeful, how to operate boldly in your power, how to increase your profits, right? It's just so much education on these calls between business, tax, and professional development. And daily, every day, Monday through Friday at 5:15 a.m., Geraldine, Jennifer, and myself, we are on a women call at 5:15 a.m. Okay. Every morning. It's called Power, Purpose, Profit, your daily dosages. And listen, we bring in the word of God and we align it, right, with our power and purpose, right? And we show how, it's a blessing to be profitable. Being profitable is being fruitful, right? And we're just building up more proverbs. You need to ask her why she calling me and she not on the call. That's your TT. Unacceptable. All right. And we are going to have Life Purpose Night School. It's going to start on the 25th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time with me. And it's a 6-week life purpose coaching program designed to equip entrepreneurs, okay? And I'm just going to give you a tad bit of what it's about. It's a transformational weekly program designed to equip entrepreneurs with the mindset, skills, and systems to build a sustainable and profitable business. Paired with the Business Bible, this training gives you the foundation and tools to not only launch, but also grow with excellence, okay? So this is a one-on-one coaching that I am starting because so many people reach out to me and they ask me for one-on-one coaching. So, hey, y'all. Um, this is just some things you're going to learn. You're going to learn the foundation of business, commitment and planning, counting the cost, the excellence and execution, wisdom and counsel, provision and impact. Okay. Those are just some of the things that you're going to learn. I'm going to let y'all see Taylor in the background. I see you looking. Taylor. You can speak to them. Hello. See my air? So she's learning, she's training, and this is what we got to do, like, because what we do not want, okay, we don't want our heirs and the people that we love or anybody that we are have stewardship over, okay, to get entitled and start to feel like, hey, they deserve this. We don't want ourselves to be entitled, okay? Everything that we get, we should hold with great gratitude to God because God gave it to us, right? And everything that we want, we should already be thankful for it, right? And that's that gratitude before we even get it, okay? So we don't want to ever get entitled thinking that, hey, God owes us something or we're thanking him because of some payback, because we don't pay God back. You know what I'm saying? We just need to be thankful and grateful that, hey, we got another day to go out and receive, the goodness that he has for us, right? And again, we need to be asking who can help me get to this next level and not how to get to this next level, okay? Because there are many hows, but when you got that one who, you ain't got to go through all those different hows. You ain't got to go through all that trial and error, right? You ain't got to experience every loss, okay? So with the right who, you can quantum leap, okay? With the right who, you can go from level 5 to 50, in a week, okay? So always keep that in mind and don't think that anything in this world is supposed to be given to you, and don't ever think that you can you working so hard that you outworking God. All right, because God knows that you're mature enough to handle your next level. All right, God knows what's in your heart and mind, right? He knows the plan that he has for you. He also knows the plans that you wish to have for yourself, right? But if it's out of alignment, then you already know what's gonna happen. Okay. So do y'all have any questions? Anything that you want to ask me? Do y'all have anything that y'all want to I see y'all speaking on here. Did y'all say anything? Ain't nobody give me no gifts today. I say. Do y'all got anything on the Zoom? Do y'all have anything for me on the Zoom? All right, well, listen. We have ongoing opportunities. The doors of success are always open here. with Complete Nation. Let me take you back to Thursday night. Okay. So the doors of success are always open here with Complete Nation. And if y'all ever need any assistance, right, from us here at Complete Nation, you can always text us at 832-900-4992. Okay, 832-900-4992. We always have somebody up and really available to respond to you. Okay, listen, if you go ahead and text tonight, you're gonna get access to a generational wealth blueprint, right? You're gonna get the booking link for a one-on-one clarity call with me, or one of those other executives. You can decide, right? You're gonna be able to get started with your free tax office setup. That's right. And if you're interested in a CRM, we can go ahead and get you set up with your CRM automation walkthrough. Okay. This is a full GHL build out, customized to your office, right? And you'll see how easy it is to understand and function, right? And how great of a system it is, because you're going to be working with somebody who know how to make learning fun and who know how to simplify the system and explain it to you. Okay, I'm telling you, it's very simple. You can always visit us online at www.ctts.tax. We already got our tickets up, available to buy for the 6th annual entrepreneur training and banquet. Is going to be in Orlando, Florida this year in July, I believe the 17th through 19th. So y'all go ahead and get some early bird tickets. And again, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at I am Mashi, MASHI And so MASHIEPTING at I am Mashi Epting. Make sure you're following the company at Complete Tax Training Software. That's at Complete Tax Training Software. So make sure y'all following us, because we're constantly posting this stuff every day, every week, right? We're going to show up for ourselves. Because like I said, we're going to be the standard. We're not going to teach y'all to do anything that we're not doing successfully here in Complete Nation. Again, real quick, the upcoming events on Wednesdays, we have the Wednesday rundown. This is at noon. On Thursdays, we have Mark Rutledge, Breaking the Walls with Purpose, Mindset, and Profit. This is a Zoom call led by our Chief Revenue and Risk Officer. And he is on there 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, basically the same time I am on Tuesdays. He's there on Thursdays on Zoom, y'all. And I did not tell y'all how to get to this, right? CTTSacademy.com. CTTSacademy.com will allow you to register for any of these events, right? So CTTSacademy.com will allow you to register. If for whatever reason you're having trouble registering for these events, right? And you have to register before the event starts, all right? So just go ahead and register, and you're going to get your notifications, you're going to get your reminders, right? We have a great system. It's automated. So CTTSacademy.com. And if for whatever reason you are having issues, you can always text us at 832-900-4992, okay? And we will make sure that you get the link. We will make sure that you get the support, the information that you need. Do I have any questions? Heather, do you want to say anything? Well, we also have a Junior Tax Academy. We also have a Junior Tax Academy. So if you have 18 to 24-year-olds who need assistance, right, who you want them to learn more about business and tax and professional development, we have Taylor Epting back here. My daughter, our heir, she is leading the Junior Tax Academy, and she is welcoming young entrepreneurs who want to be successful in business and tax. Okay. So again, if you are interested in getting your young adult signed up, or if you want to get them signed up with more information, please text us at 832-900-4992. And listen, y'all, don't just text us and say, hey, say, hey, my name is Mary Sims, and I'm interested in getting my 19-year-old daughter, Susie Sims, in the Junior Tax Academy. Or, hi, my name is Larry Who, and I'm interested in learning how to open up a tax office. Talk to us, right? And we talk back. We are here. We are ready to assist you, okay? We are ready to serve you. Again, the doors of success are always open here, and there are always opportunities, right, to grow with us. Any questions? Any concerns? Did I answer everybody concern? Did I address a lot of stuff for y'all? Okay, y'all showing me a lot of love on live. Do you want to say anything, Mark, Jennifer, anybody? Okay, well, if not, then I'm gonna let y'all go. I do want to invite every woman, every female to register for our Power, Purpose, and Profit calls in the morning. It's 5:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's 6:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all go to powerpurposeprofit.com, powerpurposeprofit.com, and go ahead and register. And just don't register for one event. Go ahead and register for every event. So at least you will be notified, okay? Whether even if you can't make it, and at least you will also have access to the replays if you were to miss the live call, all right? So I'm going to encourage every last person to do that. If you are a man and you're listening, go tell your mama, go tell your sister, go tell your girl, right? Get them on this call, all right? This is a transformational call that we do every morning, Monday through Friday, with powerful women. Okay. Well, that's it for me, y'all. I don't want to keep talking in circles. I really thank y'all for being on the call with me, and I hope y'all have a great day. I hope that y'all got the information that y'all needed today. If anybody want to connect, you got the number. I look forward to connecting and growing with you. And I hope you got too much sauce like me that you got to do something and let it roll out and roll over.